So I think that if I had to describe addiction, I would describe it as complete darkness because, God, there was just nothing ever going on for me in addiction. I like to think, right? My mind plays this trick with me and paints this beautiful picture of what it once was. And it was never that. I was very lonely in addiction. I didn't like using with people. I was ruthless. I was a liar. I was a cheater. I was a thief. And it got very dark at times. And I remember in that darkness right there was moments where I would just want to stop using and I couldn't. It was like being chained to something. Um, and after a while, right, you get content there, but you know that like there's so many better places for you to be. Um, and like freedom from drugs seemed unobtainable. You know, when I think of addiction, I think of what a horrible person I was today. And I find it commendable that the people in my life were able to love me at that time. Because I think that I reached a point in active addiction where I didn't even know who I was. And I started to think that the behaviors that I were emanating was core values of me, right? That I was a liar, not that I lied. Um, and it was hard to decipher between. I didn't understand when people would say that they were proud of me, or that like you can do this, and they saw hope that I was unable to see. And so that's like full circle back to I believe it. The best way to describe addiction would be total darkness, because it's lonely there, and I can never seem to find my way out. Almost like I'm in like this black tunnel, and it doesn't matter like what I've learned, what I know is right. If I need to fuel my habit, what I know doesn't matter. It's what I can obtain, and if that means hurting somebody, lying to somebody, stealing from somebody, I'll do it. And I won't think twice about it. And I think that the worst part is, right, is like if those drugs are in my system, I will also never feel bad about it. And that's not who I am today, right? Like today I have a conscience. Today I care if I hurt people. But in that darkness of addiction, I don't care. Um, I think it's the closest to not knowing myself that I've ever been, and I feel like I didn't know myself for almost a decade, and that's scary.